In this video I'm going to introduce you to Scratch for the very beginner session. So I've just gone to Google, International Women's Day according to Google, that's cool. Then I'm just going to Google Scratch and it's taking me to the Scratch website. Then I need to sign in. If you haven't already got a login, you should create one. I've got one, I just don't remember what it is. I'll just pause while I figure it out. Okay, now I have logged into Scratch. You will have to create a login and then probably check your email address to confirm it and stuff like that. Then we're going to go create, and what we have is the basic screen in Scratch eventually, which looks like this. This is the stage where it all happens, and that's the default sprite that always turns up, the little cat. These are the building blocks you can choose from to build up your code, your script, also known as scripts, and your scripts you build up over here. And you can have a set of scripts for your sprite, for your stage, and for any other sprites you make. So we'll start off just with the cat, that's easy peasy, and let's just get when the flag's clicked, which is usually the way you start the game, that's the flag up there. When the flag's clicked, each of these different colours is kind of a different set, category of instructions. When the flag's clicked, move 10 steps, test it out. Oh look, nice. Okay, now that's kind of pretty simple, and if we're going to end up making a game, let's make it that I use the arrows to drive it. So we won't have when the flag's clicked, we'll have when the right arrow's clicked. Move 10 steps, clicking the right arrow. Oh nice. Then we could have when the left arrow's clicked, move minus 10 steps, and using my click away from it, right arrow, left arrow. Oh nice. Okay, what about if we want to make it move in all 4 directions? We've got to get a bit more tricky, so I'll just get rid of, drag those. You can snap things apart from below, but you can't snap things apart from above, they stick together. So I'm just going to chuck those over there in case I need them again, but I'm going to get all 4 arrows, and rather than having to start again, I'm just going to duplicate, and this one will be down arrow, up arrow. So we've got left, right, up and down. Now the movements, let's start working instead of just moving a certain number of steps, because that gets tricky when you're pointing upwards and downwards. We're going to look at the X and Y axes. So on a normal graph like in maths, the X axis goes across and the Y axis goes up and down. So I'm going to change X by 10, which means I'm moving 10 steps to the right, because on the Cartesian plane, on the X and Y axis, if X is going up, it goes up as you shift to the right. So the right arrow is just going to change X by 10. Let's check that. Yep, that works. Left arrow is going to change X by minus 10. Let's click away from it, check that. Yep, nice. Okay, up and down is going to be change of Y. So the up is changing Y by a positive number, and the down is changing it by a negative number. Testing. Yes, we have left, right, up and down. Now I want it that it turns to point in the direction it's moving. So I'm going to grab a point in direction. 90 degrees is towards the right, so we'll leave it like that for when I click the right arrow. I want it to point in the right, towards the right. I'm going to duplicate that, but I don't need that one anymore. And for this, when the left arrow is clicked, I want it to go minus 90. Now there will be something wrong, just be prepared for that. Let's check. Oh, he goes upside down. Now in Scratch you can have your sprites, some sprites sort of turn at 360 degrees, turn with whatever angle they're pointing, but you can tell them just to stay upright, like when a person's walking they don't go upside down when they want to change direction. So what we do is we right click on the sprite, we go info, and it's the rotation style, instead of 360 degrees we just want it left and right. So we click on that and then we go back to our normal view and test it out. Left, right, up, oops, up, down. Yay! Now, shall we have another sprite? Let's get a new sprite. This one could be, choose from library, a ballerina. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to get the ballerina I'm going to copy these scripts onto the ballerina off the cat. So when I click and drag, it actually just shifts it onto the ballerina. Nice. Drag and drop each one by one. Check that they're all, what? Not there at all. Okay, what's up with that? Maybe it's to do with moving. Oh, they are there. It's just that they've landed on top of each other. Now, which one have I just got twice? I have left arrow twice. Right click, delete. Should be one more there. Okay, that was tricky. Now, but I can't. It's sort of pointless to have the left arrow right. Them doing the identical. See what the ballerina did then. Okay, let's change it so the same arrow keys don't move the sprites the same way. So say it was a two-player game, the cat can stay having the arrow keys, but the ballerina, I'll go, what do I want? Maybe A, S for left and right, W for up, and Z for down. So to go towards the right, I want the S key. Oh no, not the R key. Come on, darn it. No, it doesn't want to let me scroll. This is annoying me somewhat. I don't know why that won't scroll. Oh, it's because I'm recording, I think. Okay, we're not going to go A, S, W, Z. We're just going to go, let's stick with A, B, C, D, just because we can. Okay, A for right, B for left, up, down can be C, and up can be D. And hopefully when you do this you'll be able to come up with something more sensible. Okay, and let's test that. A, B, C. Oh, what have I done? It's not working. Just a minute. Okay, it came right after I did that. It must be something to do with the recording thing. A, B, C, D. Okay, now let's not make her fly upside down because that's just silly. There you go, ballerina, you can stay the right way. So now we can have the cat doing different things from what the ballerina does, and that's probably enough for you to play with initially. Oh, one more thing, because since I've got you here watching this video, let's make the background look interesting. Okay, I've clicked on stage, backdrops. I can choose a backdrop from the library, or I can paint my own one, or I can open one from a file on my computer if I had a photo of the school, say I wanted to use as my background. But for this one I'm just going to choose one that the game comes with. Where do I want them to be? I think I'll make them be in front of a brick wall. And when you're using Scratch online, it's really cool because it saves as you go. Oh, I think I'll give my game a proper name, and it's just going to be beginner tutorial. And I reckon that's enough for the first tutorial. Over here I can check if it hasn't got saved written by it. It means it hasn't been saved for a while, and you want to click there to tell it to save. If you want to share it with other people, share. And you could write in here some instructions. You could write the credits, say this is my game. You could also, if you're super tricky and technical, you could embed it in your blog or in your Ultranet page, or you can just share it. It means it's public, other people can see it, that's all. And you can then send them the link to it, tell them where to go to find your game. The end. Enjoy having a play in Scratch.